my video. Um, First thing I'm gonna do is give my Creator all the honor, glory, and praise. Yeah, I seen this about a week ago, probably, and when I had up Stellarium, I seen this comment in there. Let me show it. I'll show you here what it does, and I'll go to the information.
which is really pretty spectacular, considering, time itself, having an object like this coming into the space around the sun, really, and then maybe past Earth. You're supposed to be able to see it today.
Okay, this is this comment right here, and all the Indians and all the ancient people say these comet is a sign of omens. And I believe that I believe it's a sign of judgment that's coming on this earth. And I was going to this comet right here is named uh, 96P Holds. Holds. All right. This comet went through. Let's see here. I don't know if this is a page or not, but anyway, maybe this is it. Um, Holds comet is now the fifth comet twice in 1911 and 1970. It came in. The comet is the brightest in about 7 years in one of its five naked eye comets to appear in 2004. The comet attains its peak brightness as it approaches the Pleiades, the Seven Sisters. Um, they did have a picture of it here, I think, right here. Yeah, right here. See the comet Holds right there? It's going through the Pleiades, went right through the. Now, this has a lot to do with the book of Job when God's asking Job, can you loosen the belt of Orion? Can you, that in that scriptures, can you it's letting Job know that he's the one, God is the one that built the universe or created the universe, because Job was a sinless man in the type of, in the law, you might say. I mean, he was perfect. God said he was perfect in that part. And, but that was telling a story that the law of Moses changes over to a new covenant. Now we still have the Ten Commandments is still our guide. Jesus said, I'll write them in the fleshly tablets of your heart. Then we became the temple. Whenever Jesus come and he died and he resurrected, he gave his blood for our salvation. So anyway, but when this got a lot to do with the book of Job, this right here. I ain't gonna go into all that because I make my videos too long. I'm just giving y'all information that I've run across that I believe is interesting to study in the time that we're in. Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit of this about the naked eye comets. Let me see if I want to skip some. Perhaps such a pattern of these types comets is heralding in a time in the upcoming decade that will be of some great significance prophetically. Several elements of these comets will be noted, and some definitions will be provided for context. Metaphorically, comets seem to be underlining the story of the zodiac as it passes through the certain constellations of the Mazzaroth. And the Mazzaroth is indeed the gospel, written in the stars, as many Bible scholars propose. When these comets path are ascending and underline specific parts of the witness or gospel of the cosmos. The sun, moon, and stars are like a clock with three corresponding hands, the four, the minutes, and the seconds. All right. YHVH. Yod Hey Vav Hey. That's how you pronounce that. Or that's the Hebrew uh, of the Creator. The Creator of the universe wants the world, and especially His bride, those within His church, to take note of such signs as they were designed to tell time. It could be clocking down the countdown to the rapture, or the harpazo, or the child being caught away, the world's judgment, and the second coming of Jesus. What is significant to note, the apparent pattern of comets past seem to follow the ecliptic for the most part. This would make sense because when naked eye comets have their orbits around the sun, the constellations that are traversed by the comets are most notably Pegasus, Pisces, Andromeda, Taurus, Orion, and Argo. And the Argo represents the boat or the ark of Noah's Ark. That's what Argo means. The biblical astrology in the stars is very simple to interpret, according to E.W. Bullinger. Christ is coming for his bride within the church body to rescue her as he did with Noah and in his day with Argo, the ark or the boat. Though Noah provided an ark of salvation and escape, likewise, when the rapture occurs, the bride of Christ meets Jesus in the air. The bride will be taken up, escorted to the ark of heaven. She will be taken there to the banqueting hall on a celestial Merkava, chariot, or boat, just like Elijah. And I've showed you all the pictures about the whirlwinds I took, the orbs that was making these whirlwinds outside my yard. If you go back and watch my videos, I've got some pertaining to Elijah and those portals that come down on my property. It had the entities in them. There's a dark portal in the clear sky. And guess who mapped that? Google was one that come by, and because I found that on my highway. When I was doing Google Maps, I found that whirlwind. And then I got a picture of one. I'm trying to figure out how to get it off on my computer, of a cloud that happened about a month ago that looks like a portal coming down out of heaven, and it was fiery red, yellow. Um, since the advent of these ancient comets that returned in 1996 and 1997, many have believed that the countdown to a similar judgment has begun. Um, and I'll put links to this in this video. Um, it was after the flood of Noah that a new world order emerged. It was a reminiscence of Genesis creation, according to the Bible. Shortly after the rapture of the bride, a new world order will be established after the 70th prophetic week of my HVH, using such celestial bodies like comets and signs to the world in these last days that the rapture and the sealed judgments are at the door. There is also Jesus Christ's return to planet Earth, or to return to Earth are fast approaching, perhaps at the very end of the present age of Pisces. And that's what we're in. We're in the transition from Pisces to Aquarius. The book of Revelation speaks of two celestial bodies that will affect the earth directly and catastrophically. There will be an asteroid like a big fiery mountain described, whose orbit will be in direct line with Earth's. It's not a matter of if, but when an asteroid will collide with Earth, according to most scientists. And that's all I'm going to read. Many believe that such celestial impacts will be the result of Earth crossing the orbit of planet X, roughly 150 days or 5 months apart. And I'm going to end this video, and I'll put links to these in here if y'all want to study them. It's quite interesting with all these comets. The last video I did, I think, was on King David's comet, the one he's seen. They recorded and they engraved in rocks, and this comet, ZTF, I think was the name of it. E3 ZTF was the name of that comet that I believe it was King David's comet. But anyway, thank y'all for coming to my channel. I just believe we're just in the last minutes of time or seconds. And y'all know they moved the doomsday clock again. They moved the hand up to 90 seconds. So they know it's getting close. And they're going to try, what's going to happen? 2/3 of the people on this earth is going to die. And the governments that are left, if they survive, for a little while they will, they're going to say it was a nuclear bomb from Russia and stuff like that. They're not going to give God any credit for for the judgment. And they're not going to give, they're going to try to keep God out of the picture, because they think they believe they're going to win this battle against Jesus Christ. They hate Jesus Christ is the most hated person or God that's ever been on this earth. Uh, they do anything to stop the gospel of Jesus Christ. And the sad thing about it is that the Antichrist is going to deceive people, deceive the church, and a lot of the church, I should say, and because they don't, they're not looking for the second coming or the rapture or the harpazo or the catching away of the child. I done a video just a while ago on Revelation 12 sign where it tells us about the child being caught up. Um, Thank y'all for coming to my video.